2nd, 2025 at 7:05. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in a Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, at this time, we've traditionally asked for someone to give an invocation. Is there anyone who would care to give an invocation? Not? Let's have just a moment of silence. Okay, Kim, would you call the roll? Here.
Present.
And accounted for. Okay, consent agenda. The motion to approve the consent agenda? E, second by Ryan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There are none. The consent agenda is approved. Public comments. Kim? No one? Okay, new business. Resolution.
By title only.
Oh, we don't normally do that. We don't read it. We just have a motion to approve it. Everybody knows what it is. We talked about it. It's urge senators, state senators.
Motion approved.
Motion by approved. Got a second by Ryan. Mark? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hear none. Resolution 1 is approved. Okay, now entertain a motion to read Bill 2520 by title only for the first time. Got a motion by Mark, second by Ryan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hear none. Sarah, would you please read Bill 2025 title only?
An ordinance of the City of Dardine Prairie, Missouri, amending Schedule 3 of Title 3 of the Municipal Code and prohibiting parking, stopping, or standing for the purpose of dropping off or picking up school children on Expedition Court within the city.
Any discussion or debate?
I have a question. I appreciate this bill being done. I'm wondering why we are limiting it to Expedition Court, because we're going to have the same issue. And I brought this up when we were discussing this new development up here at Feisey and Hanley that is next to the elementary school. There it backs up to, it's going to back up to St. William's. It's going to be the same thing. And I don't see the point of limiting it to that one street when I'm sure there are other instances that this could apply to and will apply to. So I would like to see that part taken out and just for any street or cul-de-sac. Because that is what I think the Missouri law says, that they can't park and cause traffic within a school area. So I would like to take out the Expedition Court and leave it so that it applies to the whole city as needed.
Just to be clear, you want to prohibit parking in all courts in the city?
No, that this applies to the court because it's right across the street from this school.
Right.
And so parents don't want to get in line. Some parents don't want to get in line and wait for their kids. It's faster to park in, we had to put signs along Meriwether Lewis. It's faster to park in that cul-de-sac and have the resource officer walk those kids across Meriwether Lewis into that cul-de-sac, and the parents pick them up and then they just drive off. So that was the point of putting, we had to put signs and have to do something so that the police will be able to tell them they can't be there or ticket them, whatever. But I'm just saying that I know that there's going to be, if there aren't already, there's going to be other streets when we get these developments down here built that are going to be the same situation.
Well,
I just don't want to have to go through all of this again to make another situation.
so and again, I'm just trying to make sure I'm clear. So the idea is to have a general prohibition on parking for dropping,
All the schools in the area
right?
have drop-off
No, I understand.
areas.
We'll do one in the morning.
So, the problem is parents that don't want to wait in those areas to
Right.
either drop off. Mostly it's pick up. It's
Right.
not as much drop off, it's pick up, but they don't want to wait there.
Understood.
So, and they impede the residents that live in those cul-de-sacs. They impede their ability to come and go because sometimes they block driveways, they'll block mailboxes, whatever. So that's where this came up. But I think, I just think rather than have to go through this again, I would think there's some way to word this so that it could apply. Yeah, Tom. Well, the Missouri statute says about where about parking, because that's where some of this the idea came up from, is it's against the law.
Yeah,
No.
in order for it to be enforceable, it has to be specific so that it can be understood by anyone that they would be in violation of that ordinance. So I guess the short answer is I'd have to investigate this to be able to
Okay.
answer, because it would be a very different ordinance than what's.
Yeah, could we postpone this? And then,
Absolutely.
John,
Well, it doesn't get a second reading anyway, so it wouldn't come back till next month in any event.
okay.
So
And
I
I
think we have the understanding that I'll work with the city.
yeah, again, I appreciate it. I just think we're limiting ourselves and we're going to have to turn around and do it again when those villas get built down here. And I just don't want to, I'd rather have something broader than just one street. Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that we postpone this.
That's a great idea, because,
Thank you.
because I think it is going to be applicable in other, save on the fee. I second it.
I'd like to kind of get a reading from a police officer. As far as like when you're writing a ticket specific to, you want something more specific or more general when it comes to, parking violation? Something general throughout the city or something specific? Does it make it easier? Does it make it any, uh, more difficult? People parking there to pick up their kids. Typically, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And I don't have his name off the top of my head, but I did speak to a captain in the traffic enforcement for the county about this. I was concerned, and he indicated to me that it needed to be specific. Spell it out as specific as possible for them to issue tickets. So I think that it's a good decision to table it and then come back and review that. Um, so that we can write something that you guys can write tickets on.
postpone it, but not just till next meeting? Second reading. Amendments. So it's been read. We just read it once here, so. Okay. We got a motion on the floor to postpone Bill 2520 until next meeting. Second, all in favor? Any opposed? Or none? Bill 2520 is postponed until. F Communications, City Attorney. City Engineer. City Administrator. City Clerk. Oh. Alderman.
I just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out to the meeting this evening. Thanks to Central Sky Police.
Have nothing. I entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hear none. Meeting is adjourned. Oh, I mean, in grade school, I couldn't. Wanted, oh, she said no, it wasn't. She figured out where my. It isn't. Yes, it's. Oh. Dyslexia, I don't think this. It wasn't. Yeah. But, so. I am. Excellent. Real.